welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald. So last time, we basically just did New Marvel, and I got my new team member, Magnemite, and they're trained up, so yeah, they should be evolving in this part. Thanks to Trickmaster House, which is, what we're going to be doing next. So, as well as that, I'm also going to be talking about some new Pokemon, so that should be fun. Alright, shall we get started? I guess I can look at Magnemite's stats. And there you are. I probably should give it a metal sound, maybe after this part. Maybe after I've done the Trickmaster House, maybe I'll do that, I'll think about it. Because yeah, that would actually be quite useful. And yeah, we got some odd few level ups here and there as well. So anyway, let's get started, shall we? You're being watched again. And we have a tree here. Ah, girl. How do you know I can see myself behind this tree or shop? You've come to challenge my trick house, haven't you? That's why you're here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Can see your challenge accepted. Enter through the scroll there, and let your challenge commence. I shall be way in the back. Alright then. Let's take a sip of water. So this one, I believe you just have to hit some switches. So that shouldn't be too hard for us. And there's items. So yeah, it's a good thing I cleared out my items last time. We got the wave meal. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? Talk about the Pokemon you can get with the good rod. Our first one is Whalmer. Oh, you're on your second Trick House challenge. Alright. I'm probably not going to be talking about... I'm probably not going to be reading trainer dialogue because yeah, we're going to focus on new Pokemon. And we got a novel, so yeah, I can't fight this. So instead we're gonna use, I guess tools to be fine. It is much leveled. Say, Whalmer evolves into Wailord at level 40, and where you find Whalmer is pretty much anywhere near the sea, it seems. Because yeah, it's on a lot of routes. The other Pokemon are a lot more specific. Yeah, we got a little 30-foot Twistle. What's next? A Wingull? Yeah, Magnemite can never be taken down. So, Water Veil and Oblivious. Oh yeah, Whalmer evolves to Whale level 40. I don't remember if I said that just now, but anyway. Water Veil or Oblivious are the abilities. Water Veil protects against burns, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And then Oblivious runs Infatuation, so yeah, basically stopping 2 stars, and yeah, Water Veil's probably the much... It's probably better because, yeah, Will-O-Wisp is actually kind of a straight move sometimes. There's an Oddish. I'll try a Slime Poop. You can't actually touch him very well. And yeah, that's tricky. Move-wise, it's not too bad. It gets a lot of water moves. But yeah, at this point, if you need the good rod to get, that means automatically you can give it Surf. So even though it learns Water Pulse, you don't really need to use that. It also gets Rollout. It gets Mist. Astonish at level 23. That's kind of high for that. Water Spot's pretty cool, level 44. That's shortly after it evolves. That probably also means as a Whalmer it might learn a little bit earlier. Because yeah, I'm looking at evolved Pokemon most of the time. It also gets Amnesia, which could be good for bulk, and a Hydro Pump if you want a stronger water step. Because yeah, this thing can definitely hit quite hard. Oh, that was not great. Harbor Mail. Alright. Over here, we hit this. I actually kind of like this puzzle. Let's see, what else does it get? Does it get? Yeah, it also has a Rest Veil level up, which is kind of weird, but cool at the same time. You can fight this person, but yeah, we need to go back. Which switch closes which hole? So, let's look at TMs. Actually, it's pretty good. Ice Beam and Earthquake come to mind as good moves. So yeah, that's not too bad actually. Other than that, there isn't like too much interesting. Tutor-wise, again, nothing like too interesting. And if I egg moves, quite a lot of options. After that, I'm even more confused. Double Edge, Thrash, Swagger, Snore, Sleep Talk, Curse, Fissure, and Tickle. A lot of weird moves there. But you might find some uses on them. Stat-wise, Wailord is pretty interesting. It has a massive 170 HP, but its defenses are quite low as you'd expect. Only 45 in each. I want to make my own gym one day, so I'm studying how to set traps. Alright. 90 attack and social attack is pretty good, especially because it can use Earthquake and special moves like Water and Ice. Let's try this. 60 speed is not terrible. It's slow, yeah, but it's not gonna be outsped by the slowest Pokemon, so that's good. So yeah, stat-wise is not too bad. So yeah, it can work as a water type, especially if you save the Earthquake Gym, because if you do that, it's actually not a bad option. It's just that, because it does hit hard, it's just that, yeah, it's not the tankiest Pokemon in the world, because, you know, how its stats are laid out, so yeah, definitely usable. I don't find it, like, super remarkable, though, against, like, other water types, I guess. I didn't stay battling enough. But yeah, it definitely looks perfectly usable in terms of stats. It's just that, yeah, there's so many good water types in this game that, yeah, I find it a little bit hard to, like, super recommend it, because, yeah, you got a lot of options that are good water types. But hey, 90 attack and special attack, that's some of the best you're gonna find this generation, so yeah. For mixed attacking. Anyway, we found a scroll, and now we can actually get out of it. So, what we're going to talk about next. First, let's complete this. I need to go back because you'll see. I mean, Haruka wrote down the secret code on the door. Trick Master's smart. And we open it. Ah, keep it to me. You're sharp. It took me all night to make the maze. You're almost like equal in greatness by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places. Fine, yeah, I've earned this reward. You got a time ball, very nice. Scrub that smirk from your face. It's much too early to think you've won. I'll make new tricks to stop you. I will. You may mock me only when you're done. Come back for the next assignment installment. Alright. So let's get out of here. Now, the next puzzle, I do believe you need Rock Smash, so I'm gonna go get it. So while we're doing that, let's find the other Pokemon I need to talk about. Well, the next Pokemon. It's still, got a couple of them to go. So yeah, epic multitasking. Probably should just cut to make it easier on myself, but no, I'm not doing that. I don't need that. I guess after this I can sell the mail, because I don't really need it. And there it is. That's the next Pokemon. Oh yeah, I need to go to the PC as well. But yeah, healing, I need to do that as well anyway, so. Over here, I'm gonna put away Gabriel for a little bit. For Ziggy. Okay, so our next Pokemon we need to talk about is an interesting one. That would be Barboach. Barboach evolves to Whiscash at level 30, so at this point in the game you might be able to get a Whiscash. Depends on, I guess, how high level you are. So to find Barboach, also first, girl, how do you know I can see myself in this treasure shop? You've come to challenge my trick house, haven't you? That's why you're here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Consider your challenge accepted. Enter through the scroll there and let your challenge commence. I shall be waiting in the back. Let's go. And I was right. So, we use Rock Smash. And let's get started. So, and yeah, I still want back the mic. I keep coming back to the same place. This looks definitely a lot more interesting as of a puzzle. Oblivious is Whiscash's ability. It's a water ground type, by the way. Very good type. So yeah, this is I guess you could consider this the budget Swampert, because yeah, it's definitely not as good, but it's still a good Pokemon. But yeah, like I said, Barboach evolves to Whiscash level 30. And yeah, it's got that good water ground type. Level up, it's actually not too bad as well. It gets Magnitude early on. It learns Earthquake Veil level up at level 36, which is earlier than Swampert as well, so that's really cool. So yeah, even though it's not like as strong, at least it's got that going for it. Other interesting moves are like Amnesia, it gets Rest and Snore, it gets Future Sight randomly. I'm already having trouble, and then you have to beat me, it's not fair. But yeah, Earthquake Veil up, that's great to see. TM-wise, it's pretty similar to Swampert. It gets Rock Tomb, it gets Earthquake, but you can just learn a bit level up, and you get Ice Beam. So, not too bad. And yeah, I think... Oh yeah, I also want to put Berlin in the back. At least for the time being. And we'll put Langstrom here. Toadstools. I think I didn't use them in that. Tutor-wise, nothing too interesting until much later. And then Egg-Move-wise, it's kinda cool. It gets Thrash, Whirlpool, and Spark. Spark could be interesting type coverage. I have no idea. Actually, no, I think I know what Pokemon gets it. I'm guessing it's Chinchou, but anyway. I don't get. Why would anyone want with a house this bizarre? I guess I could double check that, and yeah, I think I'm right. It is Chinchou, I think. That lends Spark to it, and that's in this game too, so anyway. Yeah, we're not using Magnemite here, so instead we're going to use Smiley. Stat-wise, like I said, it's not as good as Swampert, but it's not like a bad budget option. It has 110 HP, 78 attack, 73 defense, 76 special attack, 71 special defense, and 60 speed. So it can mix attack sort of well. It has good bulk, it has pretty good HP, and it's kind of slow but not too slow. So pretty well balanced water ground type. It's like, I don't know if I say this is better than Quagsire, it probably is, because yeah, those stats are definitely very workable. Anyway, level 31, and also letting the Earthquake Veil level up is very nice to see. So yeah, this is basically just like an alternative to Quagsire in my mind, Whiscash, but yeah, definitely a good Pokemon. I say it's better than Wailord because yeah, it has the good type, and it's, while it doesn't hit as hard, it still hits pretty hard, and it also gets Stab Earthquake too, so it'll still be able to hit quite hard. I don't care, how'd I lose? But yeah, pretty decent Pokemon. Probably should use it because yeah, it's a pretty overlooked Pokemon. Because yeah, there's just a lot of other really good water ground types, like Swampert for example, which is why it doesn't really get acknowledged. But yeah, that's just the way it is sometimes. Anyway, let's get the next Pokemon up. And we also found the scroll. But yeah, getting to the end though, I believe is a little difficult. And here it is. So, next Pokemon is a favorite of mine. And I didn't use it because it's a water type that's a physical attacker, because you know, that's how things are. And also I put the water type start too, so that doesn't help. Oh, we've got 2 items, huh? And I keep making sure that my Magnemite's in the front. I don't know what's going on here, I'm starting to feel sad. Oh. Anyway, that Pokemon's Crawdon. So Corphish is its pre-evolution. You catch that in Route 102, 117, and Pelipper. I actually didn't even mention where you catch Barboach. 111, 114, and Meteorfalls. And yeah, this is all with the good rod. So Corphish evolves the Crawdon at level 30. Just like Barboach, I guess. Evolving at level 30. Hypercut and Shell Armor, the abilities. It is a good physical attacker, so Hypercut definitely has a booster. And Shell Armor, yeah, it could be good. But yeah, none of its abilities are good as an ability gets much later. But anyway. You're awful. And Magnemite's evolving, awesome. Also at level 30. So yeah. We're not gonna steal Magnemite's thunder here, get it? And there you are. And we got Magneton, very nice. And there's the stats. We got some pretty good stats to work with here. And I'll give the ammo coin back to Orteka, who's also going to be used now. So let's do that. So all these three are fully evolved now. And we're going to use the Magneton in a second. Zigzagoon got an item. A Great Ball, very nice. So, hey, let's actually start talking about Crawler now. Water Dart type. There's another Water Dart type we're just going to talk about in a bit. Unfortunately, it kind of outclasses Crawler in this generation, but yeah, that's just how it goes. But yeah, we can't actually get out of here because of that switch. So... this is gonna take a little bit of thinking. And there we go. I think that's it. We are out. Trick Pass is coveted. Let's get out of here. Ah, you made it to me. You're sharp. It took me all I read the wall panels. Your odds are equal at greatness by 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Fine, you've earned the sword. We get the hard step. Boost the power rock type moves. Very good, actually. Scrap that smug smirk from your face. It's much too late to think you've won. I made you just stop you. I will. You may mock me only when you're done. Come back for the next time we saw it. I'll consider that on Anrith later once it gets a better rock type move, I think. But at the same time, I also like the Quick Claw because it is kind of a slow Pokemon. So yeah, I guess I'll need to think about that. Anyway, now I don't need my Raccoon anymore, so I'm going to put them in the PC for now. So let's actually start talking about Crawler. So, Water Dart type, like I said, their level up, it's not too bad. Like, it has some pretty cool moves. It gets Bubble Beam, but yeah, you're gonna have Surf at this point to use. Let's see. It gets Knockoff, which is much better in later generations, because it gets stronger, and also it's much better in the competitive too, because hold arms are actually used in competitive. The regular trainers don't really do that. It gets Crab Hammer, 90 power water type move with a high crit rate, but only has 85 accuracy. It becomes much more worth it once it becomes a physical move. Sword Stance is there. It does get a lot of physical moves, so it could make use of that. I say could because, yeah, we'll get into that. TM wise, it's pretty good. Actually, does it learn Crunch Rate level up? Oh yeah. Only in Fire Red. Okay, that's kind of weird. But, so that also means that's kind of lacking in the Dark type move department as well, which is also a shame. But anyway, TM wise, it's not too bad. It gets Ice Beam. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, I have no idea where it is. I'm guessing it's the window. Yep. Ha, girl. How do you know I can summon us up on this window? You're sharp. You cut a chant like Trip House, haven't you? That's why you're here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Consider your chant accepted. Enter through the scroll there and let your chant commence. I should be in the back. I don't know why I'm reading that again. Anyway. Yeah, this is strong. So... and I had that. So it gets Ice Beam, it gets Brick Break, it gets Sludge Bomb, it gets Air Lace, so there's decent moves for it to use. It also gets stuff, like I said. Mood dealer wise, nothing too interesting, again. And then egg move wise, Body Slam and Ancient Power, I guess are cool. Stat wise, this is where things kind of fall apart. So, kind of similar to that other Water Dart type, it's actually not bad at mix attacking in this generation. It has 120 attack and 90 special attack. But it's much slower. It only has 55 speed, its special defense is also bad at 55, it has low HP, and it has kind of high defense at 85. So yeah, it can hit hard, sure, but the problem is that it just kind of gets outclassed by that other Water Dart type, because that Water Dart type is much faster, and it basically does similar things. And the fact that it does learn Crunch, this game really blows as well, because that could actually be not a bad stat move. So yeah. even though I lost, I still like battling the best. So so you might be wondering, why do I like Crawlon so much? Well, I like its design. It looks really cool in my opinion. And the physical and special split definitely helps, but it also gets an amazing hidden ability called Adaptability in Generation 5, along with some really good moves that it just keeps learning. Like, it got Aqua Jet, that really helped. Hairball is like these, I can brush aside one finger. It gets the buff knockoff, of course. It gets Dragon Dance too, but it doesn't really need that with adaptability. It just hits really hard with physical war and dark type moves. So yeah, that's where I came to really love it. So yeah, not that great in this generation because of the next Pokemon I'm going to be talking about, but yeah, I like it still. It's a really cool Pokemon in my opinion, especially in later generations. Now we're gonna go on to that Pokemon. That one dark type that outclasses it. I've got Marchuk, alright. And we're not doing too great, so I'm gonna probably switch into Gabriel. And we got Guts, alright. So that Pokemon, of course, is Carvana, which evolves into Sharpedo at level 30, again. A lot of these look like evolving at the level. So Sharpedo has Rough Skin as its ability, which makes so that if you touch Sharpedo, you take damage, 1/16 of your health. I can push balls, I can't solve the puzzle. And that's why you're stuck here. Anyway. Let's use those soda pots I bought. And there you are. So let's keep going. So yeah, Rough Skin, it's a good ability, but the problem is that Sharpedo is actually kind of bad at using it, even though it's the only Pokemon with that ability in this generation, so that's kind of funny. Although it does have one use in competitive, it can use Endure, and then it can basically use that to feint a reversal or quick attack Pokemon. Which is pretty cool. A reversal Pokemon that can also quick attack is what I meant by that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But anyway, move wise, it's very strange with a level up because it learns no water moves, but at least it learns Crunch at level 22, which is probably the level you're going to be catching out. The Trick House is Gain Trick, isn't it? But yeah, this Crunch, you can teach it Slash if you want. It gets Skull Bash, but that's a bad move for it. It's a very strange move too, that I could have talked about last game, but I didn't. But anyway, Breloom, that's an interesting Pokemon to fight. And it's got Leech Seed. And it misses very nice. And it's Mont Punch. And decent amount. So, yeah, Skull Bash, it's a 100-pound North type move, but it takes 2 turns to use. So, yeah, very strange. Ack. And it also raises defense on the first one, I think. Maybe that was changed in later generations, I can't remember. It's a move I don't really use anymore. Anyway, we just do this, and we're done. Trickmaster is cool. Here we go. Ack, you made it to me. You're sharp. It took me all night shoving those boulders. You're almost like equal in greatness by 1, 2, 3 places. Fine, you've earned this reward. You get the Smoke Ball. That allows you to run away from any Pokemon battle. Scrub that smug, wild Pokemon battle, of course. Scrub that smug from your face. It's much too late to think you won. I may need to stump you, I will. You may mock me only when you're done. Come back for the next assignment, Storming. Okay then. So yeah, let's keep talking about Sharpedo. So yeah, Crunch will level up, but other than that, nothing too interesting. It gets Ice Beam as a TM, it gets Earthquake, which is pretty cool. And of course it gets Surf. That's really the main moves that are worth talking about. Let's see. Is Trickmaster done? Let's find out. and years. So yeah, we done all that. Move tutor wise, nothing too interesting. And egg move wise, Hydro Pump, Double Edge, and Thrash. So not too bad moves actually. Stat wise, it hits harder than Crawling everywhere because it has the same 120 attack, but it has 95 slash attack. It's also much faster at 95 speed. But yeah, that comes at the cost of bulk because Sharpedo is one of the frailest Pokemon around. Only 70 HP and 40 defenses, so yeah, let's get this. Much better. So yeah, it's definitely kind of an all-or-nothing Pokemon, but I do like it for its strong offense, because yeah, that's a lot more fun to use in a playthrough, especially because it's also fast, so even if it's gonna get one shot, at least it can get a hit in, a decently strong hit in before it faints. And also yeah, despite the fact that it's a physical attacker, like the Crawdon, it can afford to use stab moves because it's not even that bad at using its stab moves, even though it's a Water Dark type. And yeah, both of those stabs are special. And yeah, it gets Crunch over Crawdon in this game, which is really good. Yeah, I've used it before too. I've used Sharpedo before. It's been a great Pokemon to use because of its because of just how strong it hits, and also I just like the fact that it's also fast too. It's a really fun water type. And yeah, if I didn't pick Swampert, it would have been definitely a high up choice for me. Although Whiscash is looking quite good, to be honest, not gonna lie. I also need more Super Repels. I guess that's something else I could do. So yeah, that's all the good rod encounters, all for those Pokemon. Really interesting Pokemon. And yeah, a lot of Pokemon I also like, because yeah, Sharpedo, it's still like a really fun Pokemon. It even got a Mega, it got Speed Boost and ability, so yeah, a lot of cool stuff happened with it. Here's a PP up, very nice. So I can go store that. I'll also check how much I have too. How many of those PP ups I have. Anyway, we're actually pretty good on the surfing stuff. Not too much to go, though one of the ones coming up, one of the tasks you need to do with stuff coming up is pretty big, so yeah. So yeah, I guess this is a good place to end off the episode. Let's deposit the PP up, the Smoke Ball, and the Hearthstone. And I guess we can look at our items. So I actually have 3 PP up, so I can use that to maximize the PP up on move. That's pretty cool. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's it. So yeah, we did all the Trick Monster Housery, we talked about the good rod encounters. So next time we're going to be going to Route 115 because you can surf here, and I'm going to be taking advantage of that. So, but yeah, before I do that though, I'm probably going to get Magneton a nickname, so that's the plan at least. So yeah, anyway, nothing else to say really. So next time we're going to go to Route 115, check out what's going on over there. Hopefully I won't need any Heatran moves that I'm forgetting about. That would be nice. And yeah, I'll see you guys again for that.